Okay, so today we're going to talk about like the rational choice theory and the principles of the classical school of criminology and Elizabeth Escalona. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Escalona's actions, which did lead her to a 99-year prison sentence for injuring her child, which included supergluing her hands to the wall and literally hurting her child, like serious bodily injury. So, like I said, I do believe that her actions did lead her to a 99-year prison sentence. And my thing is, like I said, like, who would ever want to super glue their child's hands to the wall because they're not potty training fast enough? And it did cause her serious bodily injury. And it does raise important questions about how the nature of the criminal behavior and what did happen in the rational decision making and punishment. So the rational choice theory is what we're going to talk about in the classical school of criminology. But the rational choice theory does suggest that the individual weighs costs and benefits of their action when they do make this choice and like if it will benefit them self-interest. But in Escalona's case, her actions and the result of rational decision making, she would have thought about like the pros and cons of the situation. Like she would have thought like, oh, like, yeah, like I don't like it's hard. I'm not really good at explaining, but like she would have thought about like, oh, like, is this gonna affect me in like my future? Like, look, like now she's in prison for 99 years because of what she did. So like I think rational choice theory was there, but it wasn't there. And like with the classical school of criminology, it establishes thinkers like Caesar Beccaria, with criminal behavior and the result of free will and punishment, and it should be able to deter the proper crime. So I have my little notes, like the key points I do want to talk about. So Beccaria did state that punishment should not be excessively harsh, but it should aim to deter others from committing similar acts. So in Escanola's case, like her actions could have been deterred or been enforced by like multiple different things. Like you just don't know. Like it could have been emotional stress, mental health issues, and like all this other things. But like we did talk about in class, like how she did have mental health issues. And I believe this was the case that we talked about. I think she was in a gang whenever she was younger and like started doing like bad stuff whenever she was younger. So like that could be the perspective side of it. And like emotional stress, like yeah, like there's this thing like terrible twos, like that is a thing. Like I'm trying to think of how to word it. Emotional stress, terrible twos. It does bring this overwhelming amount of stress. Like, oh my gosh, I need to potty train my kid and everything, but like that still doesn't give you like the right to like beat your child. But like to come like so it does like make it difficult to apply and presume the level of free will and rationality that like she may not have been fully coherent whenever she did do all of this. But regarding to the 99-year sentence, I agree with the punishment because like I agree with the punishment in both ways. Like I do think she should get some help about it because yeah, like she wasn't there, but she was there. And I think she should have thought about it before just doing it, you know? Like something like that. But I think she does deserve the 99-year prison sentence, but I think she also needs to get help while she is in that prison.